But if silence is so valuable, why do so many people fear it? Why do we instinctively reach for distractions the moment life becomes quiet? The answer lies deep within human psychology. Silence removes escape routes. When noise disappears, we are left alone with our thoughts. And thoughts can be powerful. They can remind us of unfinished goals, unresolved emotions, painful memories, difficult questions. For many people, silence feels uncomfortable not because silence itself is unpleasant, but because of what it reveals. Imagine entering a room that has been dark for many years. At first, turning on the light may feel shocking. Dust becomes visible. Objects appear where you didn't expect them. Details emerge that were previously hidden. Silence functions in much the same way. It illuminates the inner world. And not everyone is prepared for what they find there. This is one reason modern life is filled with constant stimulation. Music plays in the background. Videos run endlessly. Notifications demand attention. Conversations fill empty spaces. Many people spend years avoiding silence without even realizing it. Not because they enjoy constant noise, but because noise feels safer than self-confrontation. Yet something remarkable happens when a person gradually learns to become comfortable with silence. The silence stops feeling empty. Instead, it begins to feel meaningful. Psychologists have discovered that periods of quiet reflection activate important networks within the brain. During these moments, the mind begins organizing experiences, processing emotions, creating insights, making connections between ideas. In other words, silence allows the brain to do some of its most important work. This may seem surprising. After all, society often associates productivity with constant action, constant movement, constant communication, constant activity. But many breakthroughs happen during moments of stillness. Some of the greatest discoveries, some of the deepest realizations, some of the most creative ideas arrive when the mind is finally given space to breathe. Think about how often solutions appear when you stop actively searching for them. Perhaps during a walk, a shower, a quiet evening, a peaceful moment in nature. The problem wasn't that the answer didn't exist. The problem was that the mind was too crowded to notice it. Silence creates room for awareness. And awareness often reveals what constant effort cannot. There is another reason silence is so powerful. It strengthens emotional intelligence. Most people react automatically to their emotions. Anger appears. They react. Fear appears. They react. Sadness appears. They react. But silence introduces a pause, a space between feeling and action. Within that space, something extraordinary becomes possible. Choice. Instead of reacting automatically, we begin responding consciously. Instead of being controlled by emotions, we learn from them. Instead of fighting feelings, we understand them. This is one of the foundations of emotional maturity. Not the absence of emotion, but the ability to observe emotion without becoming overwhelmed by it. Many ancient traditions understood this principle long before modern psychology existed. Across different cultures and civilizations, silence was often treated as a path toward wisdom. Not because silence contained magical answers, but because silence allowed people to hear answers that were already present. The answers hidden beneath fear, beneath distraction, beneath noise. In today's world, this lesson may be more important than ever. Never before have humans been exposed to so much information, so many opinions, so many messages, so many demands for attention. The modern mind is constantly stimulated, constantly occupied, constantly pulled in different directions. And yet, despite all this information, many people feel more confused than ever. Perhaps because information is not the same as wisdom, knowledge is not the same as understanding, and noise is not the same as connection. Sometimes clarity arrives not by adding more information, but by creating more space. This is the hidden gift of silence. It removes what is unnecessary and reveals what remains. Your values, your priorities, your fears, your dreams. your truth. At first, this process can feel uncomfortable. Many people discover aspects of themselves they have ignored. But discomfort is not always a sign that something is wrong. Sometimes discomfort is simply the beginning of growth. A sign that awareness is expanding. A sign that healing is taking place. A sign that transformation has begun. Imagine a lake on a windy day. The surface is restless. The reflection is distorted. But when the wind settles, the water becomes calm. And suddenly, everything can be seen clearly. The human mind works the same way. When constantly disturbed by distraction, clarity becomes difficult. But when stillness arrives, understanding follows. Perhaps this is why some of the wisest people seem comfortable with silence. They do not fear it. They do not rush to fill it. They understand that silence is not emptiness. Silence is space. Space to think. Space to feel. Space to heal. Space to grow. And perhaps most importantly, space to reconnect with ourselves. Because beneath every distraction lies a deeper self waiting to be heard. A self that knows what truly matters. A self that does not need constant approval. A self that is not defined by noise, achievement, or attention. A self that exists quietly beneath the surface. Waiting patiently. Waiting for a moment of stillness. Waiting for silence. So the next time life becomes quiet, resist the urge to immediately fill the space. Stay there for a moment. Listen. Observe. Reflect. You may discover something unexpected. Not loneliness. Not emptiness. But clarity. Because silence is not the absence of life. It is often where life speaks most clearly. And perhaps the answers you have been searching for were never hidden in the noise. Perhaps they have been waiting for you in the silence all along.